All right, guys. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and we are back with another Raid Shadow Legends free-to-play mystery shard only champion spotlight. This one's gonna take a while, guys. If you haven't been playing for 2 years and you haven't gotten lucky with a pull, well, guess what? Yeah, this is gonna be a long, long time to get this little monster here. Arix is here to kick some butt and take some names. Now, he honestly, Arix is one of the coolest heroes in the game. At least how they built him, how he looks. His skills are even better. So we're gonna find out if this guy can actually do the things that we need him to do. So let's take a chance and see what he's got. So his A1 attacks all enemies, so it's an AOE. Has a 25% chance of removing one random buff from each target, which gives you an extra 10% chance when booked, so 35%. His A2 has an attack on all enemies, again AOE. Has 50% chance of placing stun debuff for one turn. Transfers a random debuff from this champion to the targets that receive stun debuffs from this skill. So that's kind of cool. If you get a bunch of debuffs, you can give them right back to the enemy. He places a 50% ally protection buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns, and places a counterattack buff on this champion for 2 turns. Now, the thing with ally protect on this specific hero is that Arix is an HP hero. So when you put a ton of HP on Arix, it's good, but the defense didn't end up being as high as I would have hoped. So it kind of gets him killed a lot. So I don't know if that's something you really would want to do, but honestly, I don't use this guy on auto. All right, I don't use him on auto. I use his main 2 attacks pretty much every single time that we use him. We're using him in Faction Wars. We are using him in the Spider. There's a bunch of places, but I don't really use the Ally Protect that often. So if you are using him for that, you're probably going to need a little more defense and HP than I have, because especially in the areas that I'm in, I mean, we're doing like hard mode in the Doom Tower. We're doing hard mode in the dungeons. A lot of damage output. So essentially, if you want Arix to get killed, then yeah, Ally Protect. But yeah, I mean, if you have endgame gear and you got every single glyph on him, and you got hundreds of 100,000 HP plus and some kind of crazy defense, yeah, he could eat that stuff pretty good. But right now, we're not using him for that. But hey, you never know. Fills his champion's turn meter by 5% each time an ally inflicts a critical hit. That's amazing. And heals his champion by 5% of their max HP each time an enemy inflicts a critical hit. So basically, Arix is getting healed when you get hit with a critical hit, and getting turn meter when you inflict critical hits. So that's actually a really good skill. We do have the Soul Reap Blessing. So basically, when an enemy gets really low, you get reaped with the little scythe, and they die. Very good blessing. These are the masteries. We went a little bit of a different route here, not too crazy. We went down the accuracy all the way down to 30% chance to extend the duration of any buff cast by this champion. I honestly don't really know why I put it on him. Not really necessary. It might have been an accident. And then we have increased speed by 8% for each dead ally. Normally wasn't going to keep that, but then I started using Arix for campaign farming, and now I kept it because I'm like, why not? Everyone's going to die. Offense, we went straight down into Helm Smasher. Nothing crazy here. Ignoring defense, doing more damage, always good stuff. As far as artifacts go, this is going to be one of the few heroes where I specifically am using a high-end gear set. So if you did just pull Arix, you probably won't have this set, and that's Slayer. There is actually a Slayer Forge Pass going on literally right now as this video is being recorded. So technically speaking, if you don't have any Slayer, you can go in and just make sure you do the Forge Pass, because I'm actually doing it too, because I really want more Slayer stuff. And why do we use Slayer? This is why. So crit damage, speed, all great stats for a damage dealer, especially since they're not specific to HP, attack, or anything else. Then we've got fills the champion's turn meter by 5% per first hit on each enemy from AoE attacks. So that means that as soon as you're hitting the first hit, you're getting another 5% turn meter. That's amazing. Crit rate, and then we also have ignore 30% of enemies' defense when using AoE attacks. We obviously will be using AoE attacks literally the entire time, because his A1 is an AoE, his A2 is an AoE. So there you go. All his attacks are area of effect hits. Now, his total stats as of right this second are 72,000 HP. We've got 2,500 attack. We've got 2,800 defense, 181 speed, 86 crit rate, 232 in the crit damage. We have 152 resistance, and we have 233 accuracy. Now, how would I adjust this if I was building him to be a little better? Well, one, we'd want to get his HP a little bit higher. My Master Butcher is basically just shy of 80,000. So yeah, if I wanted this guy to be a real big nuker, I'd probably try to get his HP even higher than that. Push it up to like 90, 100 if possible. but anything above 70, I would say to start is at least a good start for and getting his damage up there. Now, his attack doesn't need to be there, not super important. Defense should be a little bit higher if you're going to be using the ally protect, like I said. I would be saying probably somewhere in the 35 to 4,000 range would be good with him, just because if you're going to be focusing HP. Speed is obviously bad. We're at 181. It's just the set. I wanted him in Slayer. It doesn't really matter so much with him because he gains so much damn turn meter. The speed doesn't hurt us that much. It could be better, but you know what? It's not super necessary. Crit rate is 86, and like I said, the crit damage. I want to try to get him up to 250, 280, but this is just where we landed. Accuracy is 233. It's not my best, but you know what? It's enough to get him to at least use those skills. So where do we use him? Well, let's take a look at some places that we can use him. Normally I go right into the arena, but for right now, we're going to go into campaign so you can kind of see how I've exchanged him out and what we do. So basically, I used to use the what's her name? I forgot, Gwyneth. That's what I was using, and then I was using Soul Bond in the beginning because she had an AoE on her A1. Now, right now, we are basically just going to be using Arix. We're just going to run it through once with Arix. All right. Now, fun thing about Arix with this whole thing with the running through and doing campaign farming. Obviously, as you just saw, Brutal is fine. Runs 7 seconds every single time, and that's only because of, I think it's because of his AoE on A2. So technically, we could conceivably do it here. Let's do an edit team. Let's see if this changes things, just so you guys can see. Team setup. All right, we're going to take her out, and we're going to go into settings. We're going to click this and do settings, and we are going to take off the A2 and see if that changes things. Don't use. This is so you guys can see if it matters so much. This is if 1 second is bothering you a lot. All right, so now we've got round 1, round 2. He's not going to use anything but his A1. Save. All right, now we're going to try it. Start. Let's see if he can get his 6 seconds of fame. Well, he missed the first one. That's the first time that's ever happened, really. He usually does not miss. So we're going to try it again until we get that 6 seconds. Let's see if it happens. Boom. Oh, he's going to keep missing because of that damn red guy. I forgot that he's blue. So the red ones don't die as easy. Maybe that's actually better then. It might be better to leave it on if you're going to use him as a campaign pharmacy, because he's going to keep missing that first one. When he uses his main attack, they die no matter what. So you might have to just suffer through that 7 seconds if you're going to use him as your campaign farmer. So yeah, all right, so there you go. He can be a campaign farmer. Nice and easy. You don't even have to go crazy with him and build. You can build him pretty much however you want, and he's going to be able to run this 7 seconds every time. But just like I said, unfortunately, we're going to have to essentially take this back off and put this as don't as default. That's fine because he does better with default. All right. And then we'll run it one more time just so we can see the difference yet again. Save that, start. So he's going to use his A2 right off the gun, which is going to kill these guys every time. See? It's just because it's a really strong attack. So, and then these are all green enemies at the end. So there you go. There's your 7 seconds. So yeah, if you're okay with having 7-second farmer, then yeah, Arix is great. So I've been using Arix as my farmer, and you can too. All right, if you've got Arix. All right, where's the other places we can use him? Well, let's go into Arena real quick just to kind of see what we're looking at. Now, to be honest, on auto, probably not that great. But if you're gonna do let's just say we go in and we'll do a solid team. We'll do a team without defense down. No, we'll do defense down. We'll use him as our extra. All right, and then we're going to bring in Arbiter. Now, normally I would probably bring in Yannicka, but we're going to use a defense down hero. And we're going to bring Pig Boy in because Pig Boy is the best defense down hero. And we're not going to do auto because he's going to put up his ally protect if you put him on auto. So you will have to adjust his AI if you're going to use him for this. All right, now we have attack up, which isn't going to technically help him, but hey, you never know. Try to get this defense down first. I forgot we shouldn't be using buffs, but we're going to do defense down, and then we're going to freeze everyone. Hopefully not everyone dies. All right, so everyone's frozen. Now we're going to use the stun attack. Boom, look at that. It's people dying every day. We're going to try and remove all this crap. We don't need any of that, all right? We'll try and kill her because she can revive. This guy does the shields, which sucks, but you know what? It don't matter. So we're going to use his other AoE now. See? Boom. And then we're going in with Yakarl to smack him and kill him. That was 120k damage. I like it. So basically, is he good for arena? I mean, yeah, he's good for arena. He's gonna do fine. He was doing AoEs the whole time. Your Carl's just a little bit of a beast. He just does insane damage, and I also have he's also an attack-based hero, and I have attack on him. We got a little bit of HP from his blessing for Arix, but not too much. But your Carl's he's just a beast. I have him built really well for damage. He just dies too easy. So kind of the same thing with Arix at this point. So would I use him in the arena? Short answer, yes, 100%. He's good for the arena. Um, Probably really good if you take that counterattack thing off, but at the same time, if you're going to build him a little bit stronger, if you're not going for a first hit team and you want to do like a defensive team, then yes, I would leave that counter on because he's just going to keep countering when they get their attacks. Because most people will use a bunch of AoEs. All right, so when we look here, Valkyrie uses an AoE. Uh, Brogni has an AoE, Syl has an AoE, Deliana has an AoE. So they're more than likely going to, pretty much everyone's going to hit Arix every time. So he will counter. Now, the only downside here would be on Valkyrie because Valkyrie is going to put up that counter, which means that if you don't kill everyone or freeze them, or stun them, which hopefully he should. This is why that stun on the first round is so important. Hopefully he doesn't put it up. You can, like I said, you can change the AI to do the stun first. He can put the stun up first, hopefully, and stun everyone. So that would also basically be your secondary to your Carl if you're using him as you can use freezes here and stuns with Arix, and then there you go. You can kind of just stun the crap out of people. Let's see if there's another team here. This one's an annoying team. Let's try this team because she's not going to get stunned or frozen because Mithril is a beast. Let's see if we got some stone skin. We do not. So basically, you would set your AI to do defense down first. Obviously, that's the one thing you want. It looks like these guys are high resistance heroes, so yeah, we're not going to be able to do much of that. So we're just going to go for raw damage. There we go. We actually can freeze her with Yukar, which is crazy. Then we're going to come in and do this huge stun. All right, big numbers. Hopefully kill this guy because we don't like him. The double hitter was kind of nice too. We could conceivably kill Mithrala right now. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3. All right, we didn't have enough damage there. So now we're going to use another AoE. That should be enough to kill the other guy, hopefully. Oh, she's got the unkillable. We are going to kill you. Actually, we can't. We have to kill him. I forgot. That's going to go for him. Try to remove that little unkillable, which is surprising that it worked. We're going to kill you because we don't like you. And now you're just kind of sitting here. You're going to get killed by Pig Boy. Boop. There you go. So yeah, I mean, he's an awesome hero for the arena. I would 100%. I don't know if I would recommend building him specifically for arena because he's got much better uses, but if you want to, it's not like it's a bad thing. All right. And he can always be on your tag teams. So that's one place that you can use. Now, the other place we used him, like I said, was Faction Wars. Unfortunately, it just closed. I was going to try and do this video a little earlier. Unfortunately, I didn't have time. So yeah, we have a week until we can go back in there. We are at the final stage. We've beaten it. We have 61 stars. So we're going to try and beat it now. We actually have a team that can do it. We just need to build a few more heroes to 6-star and then give them some regen gear, and this will be down and easy. So yeah, Arix is on that team. Arix will be on that team, and you can guarantee that you'll be seeing Arix pop up when I do the video for that faction crypt. Now, where we really used him, and I'm not going to go into the high levels because I don't have a guaranteed team. It was luck, so we're not going to do that. But if you go into Spider here, you will see that hard mode 10 is done, and we beat it in 3 minutes. So yeah, it works. All right, so now we go into Arix. We're going to go into the lower levels just because, and we're going to go into a one that he's strong against. Actually, let's go into a neutral one. We'll go into stage 2. Actually, no, let's go to stage 6. Let's make it interesting. So essentially, what we did here, if I remember correctly, is we had Arix, we had Mithrala, we have her, we had my boy Apothecary. There you go. And then I believe we added Cleo at one point. So now there's a mixture of heroes that you can use for this fight. It's not super necessary in the beginning because the earlier stages don't do as much damage to you, and that's the main problem. We definitely do not auto this fight. It is not an auto fight. Wait, cancel this. We want our accuracy. Whoops, close that. Forgot. We would like our accuracy. Actually, no, we don't want it. We want defense, right? Yeah, we'll take defense. We want to live longer. Who cares about accuracy, right? The funny thing is in accuracy, accuracy is probably better. We'll do accuracy. We'll just use accuracy for now. But I was at stage 7, all right? And this basically unlocked hard mode from 7 to 10, okay? That's what Arix did for us. Now, the damage the output here is going to be insane. Um, he just does crazy damage versus these little bastards here. And he can do the stuns, which is nice. So you can keep everyone stunned. And then you can come in with Cleo and just wipe the floor with them. And actually come in again with Arix and then boom, see? And all those AoEs are giving him more turn meter, which is getting him more attacks. Now he's going to suck these up and probably kill us, but you know what? That's our life, right? Maybe we'll get our shield up. We'll see. We got another AoE. Look at that. Nice and neat. We're going to put a shield up because we're about to get hit with a big smack, which is fine. Didn't do anything. And this isn't the only team that works, by the way. You can use other versions of this team. And we did use a couple different versions. I actually don't remember if this was the exact team that we used. I'm pretty sure we also used Yakarl because he did a ton of damage and freezes, so it's kind of nice. We are going to use this skill to put up some poisons because why not? All right, pop it, poison right on the boss. The boss loves poisons. And then we're going to do a nice little AoE. And that's going to give him turn meter. We're going to do a speed up to give him more turn meter, get another attack out of him. There you go, double attack, and look at that, more baby spiders. And then that Reaper is going to be nice for taking him out. Now we're going to come in and pop this little baby spider right here. Even though I could have gone for the boss, it wasn't that necessary. Do the big stun. There you go. He's going to get another turn. Hopefully, maybe not. This Hex also works really well in conjunction with it. Boom. More dead babies. That sounds so bad. The speed is actually kind of hurting us because it's giving him extra turns, which is not good. We don't want that. We don't want him to suck up more baby spiders. See how much damage they take? So having someone who can do shields and heals is very important here. So this is where we would start having to heal our guys up. But we're going to go in straight for the kill because now we're going to start getting our AoEs back from Cleo. We are going to use a shield to keep everyone alive. And we're going to heal up Cleo for right now. We're going to use the big stun so that these baby spiders can't do anything. Then you come in with my girl, Gerda, doing some weakens and things. And then look at this. He's coming in because you got another AoE. And boom, you come right back in again with another AoE. And now hopefully Cleo's going to finish the job right now. Boom, look at that. Nice and dead. Dead Spider's Den. And this is essentially why he's so good. Look at this. Look at the damage. Cleo was my #1 damage dealer, just to kind of give you an idea as far as just straight damage. Mithral was putting up 2.5 million. Cleo's putting up 2.4. Gerda's at 1.1. Not surprising. Gerda's not meant to be a damage dealer. Gerda's there to remove things and give poisons and just be a nuisance. Arix put up 6.6 million damage. That's insane. That's how many turns that Arix gets. 3 times the amount of damage of an insanely good damage dealer. All right. And Mithrala obviously is a little bit more support, but still puts up serious damage with her poisons and her hexes and everything. So yeah, for Arix to come in and just wreck all of these guys is pretty crazy. All right. So yes, is Arix a good hero? 100%. Arix is probably my new favorite hero of the end game. All right. Now, does that mean that Arix is going to get more use than a lot of other heroes? Honestly, if I'm going off just what I'm thinking now and how I feel about Arix and just the battles that we've been doing, Arix seems to be a little more specific. All right, like Yakarl is all round. All right, I can bring Yakarl into any fight, and he's gonna basically just nullify waves. He's gonna steal turn meter. He's gonna do all the things that I need him to do, and he's gonna do it fast. All right. Arix, on the other hand, is more of a AoE killer. So anything that requires AoEing, so that means if you need someone to help get through waves, if there's a spider like this, obviously, Arix is going to clean house in here because you're just going to keep gaining turn meter with Slayer. But other than that, I mean, I honestly wouldn't choose Arix over some of my other heroes, and that's only not because I feel like Arix is more of a damage dealer. The crowd control does help, and the fact that Arix continually gets turns and more AoEs is amazing for just straight damage. All right, but after that, the Ally Protect is useful if you're going to use him for Ally Protect. That is something that I would probably say you would get more use out of him for like Hydra, things like that, because you can protect the whole team and you can keep continually doing AoEs. So if you can get him to the point where he'll stay alive during Ally Protect in whatever fight you're doing, I think Arix is going to have a lot, and I mean a lot more uses that we still haven't gotten to. So you probably will see Arix pop up later. I think once we get Arix in a situation where the HP is really high, defense is really high, I have a feeling you're going to see Arix pop up in a lot more spots. So yeah, great hero though. Like I have nothing. There's nothing bad about Arix. It's just like I said, not my top hero, but I do love what he has done for the account. I like what's going on with this. It's actually pretty cool. Um, yeah, if you guys have any other places that you guys use them, I mean, let me know because you can. I've heard you can literally solo Spider hard with them. So yeah, we're just gonna keep fine tuning the gear. I didn't have the best Slayer set. If you have the Slayer accessories, obviously that's gonna make them way better. I mean, just let's go in and look just so you can kind of see what we are missing. We could put him in a counterattack ring from the clan shop too. That's an option as well. But the things we're missing from him, if we put the other stuff on, is another 15% crit damage, more speed, and 30% chance to repeat damage dealt by AoE skills. Just imagine the damage you're gonna get by switching out and getting these accessories. Like insane amounts of damage. 30% chance to repeat the damage dealt. So that means you're going to hit once for like whatever, 80 to 150,000 depending on how strong your guy is, and boom, you're going to repeat the damage. Just going to be double time. So those spiders are going to just melt, especially if you have all AoE heroes. You could probably take all your healers out and just put a bunch of AoEs in there, and those AoEs will constantly just keep regenerating the bonus turn meter, and then boom, you're done. Everything's dead. Just everything's dead. That's it. Everything is dead. So yeah, there's definitely going to be some fun stuff to do with our newfound friend with the crown. Look at this crown. Look at this face. He's like, hey, how you doing? I'm a demon. Yeah, I don't know if he's a demon. I honestly don't know if he's a demon or not. I don't really care, to be honest. Let's see. No. Oh, actually, I've been saying I keep forgetting. Someone told me it's. I'm just saying he is in general. Like he whatever. Apparently it's a she. I keep forgetting because we never actually read this. So yeah, if that makes you angry, maybe don't watch my videos. That I messed up the entire video. It's all good. I don't really care. It's fine. So yeah, use Arix. Make Arix amazing. Put some HP on this. I don't know. I can't tell if it's a demon. I don't know what it is. Ghost. Ghost with the most. I mean, it's a Revenant. There you go. Arix is a Revenant. You're good. But yeah, otherwise, if you have any questions, feel free. Let me know how you guys use them. What you do with this guy. I don't even know. I'm gonna keep calling. I'm gonna keep saying guy because I don't know. I just want to. uh, it looks like there's like a stink about this hero. Little stink coming around. Look at all that. It's like Eric's visited Jersey because Jersey smells and just got a little bit of that turnpike stink on him. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know. Poison. Black, what is it, the Black Death? The Black Plague? Maybe that's what it is. Who the hell knows? I should probably read the lore, right? There you go. All right, and as always, like, share, subscribe. It is good for the channel. You help us grow. We do a live show every single week, and you can see Eric's in some more fun stuff once we start doing some more live streams. All right, so I hope you guys had fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are gonna go out there and kill some things with a bunch of AoEs, because that's the best way to play this game. Just AoE everything to death. All right, so this is Arix, the Stinky Slayer. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and you guys take care.